You know, between that magic box you got there, Joe, and that really pretty song, and Feliz Navidad, I don't know. Well, you know, we all three have kids, and it's funny, you know, you talk about Josie and your parenting style. Yeah, I was playing a series on the East Coast that's actually set in an acoustic music series set in a library, and predominantly run by librarians, and I loved it, and it was so great. And I looked out, and they had set up their wine station right at the entrance to the children's section, and I said to myself, I think we're all going to get along so well, because that more or less echoes my parenting philosophy. So on that note, I'm going to play just a little ditty that I wrote. It's called In Vino Veritas. I like to do theatrical things on occasion, and if you hadn't noticed. The subject of discussion through the ages, in scholarly and literary pages, protracted and cliff noted for the class. In Latin is in vino veritas, an elixir so enchanting and elating, has yet at times required confiscating, for piety proclaims it unrefined. But what on earth is holier than wine? Didn't Noah say unto his wife as they sat down to dine, I don't care where the water goes if it doesn't get into the wine. And if God forbade us drinking, said Cardinal Richelieu, would he have made the wine so good? And this I ask of you, could rotten grapes alone create elixir so divine? No. Proof of the love of God above is wine. I fell in love the first time and wine sealed it. Though he had a little problem, he concealed it. And I said to myself as I sat with myself in the lobby of the rehab for the third time, time to find a man who can handle his wine. It is a metaphor for all that's gone before. The sparkle in her eyes, how they do shine. The color of her dress was truly nothing less than Cabernet, the sunlit hue upon the vine. And I'm telling you, each word is true, and the occasion's not complete, I'm sure you'll find, if the steward hasn't paired your meal with wine. Souls of poets dead and gone have always passed the bottle round. Well, see, this is the part where if you don't drink wine before you play, then you've got all the words. Souls of poets dead and gone, and what Elysium have they known? Have you feel the mossy cavern choicer than the mermaid tavern? Have you tippled drink more fine than my host canary wine? A bit of wine, the spice of wit, a house with lawns enclosing it, a living river by the door, a nightingale. I know this is a shock to all of you, but you just follow me now. With a sycamore. It's always been 3, I'm under the table, and 4, I'm under my host. And while it's true that Dorothy Parker scrawled that line, she was speaking of martinis, darling, and I of wine. And so my friends of Credos none surpass the age-old truth in Vino Veritas. Thank you.